Bienvenidos, Ni Hao, Salam Maraban, Yoko Sa, Shalom, Guten Morgen, good morning. It's a fine morning and fitting that we use it so well for this celebration. Most likely, you're already sharing photos and status updates of this special day on social media accounts. So, while you're at it, add hashtag WooGrad I'm going to start it off by taking a photo of all of you, which I will post on WOU Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter accounts. So, if you'll give me a second, put it on wide view, and please say cheese.
Now I need to do what I need to do. One second. I'm new at this. I just learned what hashtag was.
Graduating students, family, friends of our students, honored guests, faculty and staff members. Welcome to the 157th Annual Commencement Ceremony of Western Oregon University. I would like to thank the members of the WOU 2014 graduating class of the Music Department, the Western Oregon Wind Ensemble, and the Western Oregon Symphony directed by Dr. Ike Nail, and Gator Quest directed by Adam Bates, who are performing the fine musical selection for today's commencement exercise. Please stand for the presentation of colors and the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you
We appreciate distinguished student leaders Travis Mavison and Kane Burchell for the posting of the colors. Vocals for the national anthem were provided by 2014 graduates in music, Brett Irish, Sierra Mullins, and Morgan Woolley, and were interpreted by 2014 interpreting graduates, Ashley Gorman and Logan Knaus. It was beautiful. Thank you. Graduating students, today is your day. Are you ready? Those of you who graduate from Western Oregon University today will always remember this formal celebration of your accomplishment. For most of you, today's ceremony represents the realization of a dream, the attainment of a goal, to earn a college degree which took shape years ago. We admire the hard work and determination which have brought you success. I am proud to be part of a university where so many of you have discovered yourselves. Appreciate the WOU family of faculty, friends, and staff, and speak with emotion about your transformation years here at WOU. That learning and experience will serve you well for a lifetime. Although these commencement exercises mark the completion of a major chapter in your lives and the culmination of years of effort, we believe that even more challenging and rewarding chapters lie ahead. We trust that the higher learning you have gained on this campus will serve you well in new beginnings. I would like now to introduce a few of our honored guests and university members. First, I wish to present the platform party, and I request you to hold your applause until all are introduced. If each will stand and remain standing, Dr. Brett Lyman, Campus Associate Dean, Oregon Health and Sciences University. Dr. Mark Gerard, Dean, College of Education. Dr. Sue Monahan, Dean of College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. Dr. Stephen Shett, Vice President for Academic Affairs. Ms. Corina Valencia Chavez, today's commencement speaker. Dr. Emily Pleck, representing the Oregon State Board of Higher Education. Dr. Tom Bergeron, Professor of Music. Mr. Eric Yankee, Vice President, Finance and Administration. Dr. Gary Dukes, Vice President for Student Affairs. Mr. Tommy Love, Executive Director of University Advancement and WOU Foundation. Mr. Paul Kylo, President of the WOU Alumni Foundation. And Mr. Charlie Dolezal, our Alumni Award of Excellence recipient. Unable to be with us today is the Honorable Peter Courtney, President of the Oregon State Senate, Assistant to the WOU President, and Coordinator of today's commencement program. He sends his congratulations to our graduates. Let's show our appreciation for these individuals. I would also like to welcome those Western Oregon University Foundation Board of Trustee members that are in attendance today. This is the group that works so diligently to provide the financial aid and scholarships for our students. Please hold your gratitude until I've completed the introduction of those here today. Ms. Corey Froundiner, our Board Secretary, Mr. Paul Kylo, President of the WOU Alumni Association, Mr. Ron DeVolder, past Chair of the Foundation, and Travis Mavison, our student representative and ASWU President, graduating here today. Let's give them a round of recognition. Okay. Earlier today, Western Oregon University was privileged to hold a ceremonial groundbreaking for its new College of Education facility. Many of you may already be aware that Governor Kitzhaber designated this building as the signature project under Executive Order 12-16, which promotes innovative use of Oregon wood products. The state appropriated $17 million for the building, leaving us to provide the remaining $1.4 million with donated funds. This need was filled with a single gift from education philanthropist and former professor of WOU, Dr. Richard Woodcock. In addition to his career in education, Dr. Woodcock is also the founder of the Woodcock-Muniz Foundation and the Richard Woodcock Institute of Advancement of Contemporary Cognitive Assessment. We are honored to have Dr. Woodcock and his family with us today. Please join me in a round of applause thanking him for his generosity and celebrating the Richard Woodcock Education Center. This year, we welcome two representatives of the class of 1964 in celebration of the golden anniversary of their graduation. Patricia Newton and Dixie Trout, who led today's student processional. As golden wolves, they will symbolize the rich history this institution has in producing outstanding graduates and the esteem with which this university holds its alumni. Please join me in honoring Dixie Trout and Patricia Newton and the rest of the class of 1964 as newly inducted Golden Wolves, and in thanking all alumni for their continuous support of this university. Western Oregon University is currently one of 7 institutions in the Oregon University system. Our system is governed by the State Board of Higher Education, whose members are appointed by the governor. Representing the Board of Higher Education today is Dr. Emily Plecht. Dr. Plecht is a professor and chair of communication studies here at Western Oregon University and began her term on the State Board of Higher Education on December 1st, 2011. She's been at WOU since 2002 and has served as the Vice President of the American Federation of Teachers in Oregon and President of Western's Faculty Union, WOU-FT. She works as a trainer with WOU's Safe Zone program, represents communication studies at the annual Academic Excellence Showcase, and founded the university's Conversation Partner Program and Campus Garden. Her teaching and research areas include rhetoric, intercultural communication, media studies, and environmental communication. Her perspective on communication is informed by a commitment to social justice and equality. She has authored or co-authored numerous articles on women leaders, racism in sports, migrant farm workers, environmental sustainability,
and she recently received a national award for her edited book on human-animal communication. In addition to teaching and service, she loves reading, hiking, traveling, dogs, Pinot Noir, and dark chocolate. Personally, I am proud to have her as my friend. Dr. Pleck received a bachelor's and master's degree from the University of Mexico and a doctorate degree in communications from the University of Utah. At this time, Dr. Pleck will bring greetings from the State Board of Higher Education.
On behalf of the Oregon State Board of Higher Education and the Oregon University System, I congratulate you on your hard-earned accomplishment. I'm pleased to be up here today. The view up here is fantastic, and you'll get to see that in just a few minutes. A wise colleague from the State Board of Higher Ed once said to me that the officials like me stand between graduates and the reason that they came here today, the conferral of their degrees. His advice was to be brief. I promise to heed that advice, but I will need you to sing along. But don't worry, you know the refrain. As you've heard already, I have the privilege of also serving as a faculty member here at WOU, and I can say with confidence and admitted bias that WOU is a very special place, and WOU students are very special people. I came here over a decade ago already believing in the promise of civic engagement and the power of public intellectuals, but I would not be a member of the State Board of Higher Education if it were not for you. You demonstrate your commitment to this campus, to your communities, and many of you in service to your country. You do it in the way that you live your lives and in the way that you give back. I see this every day as a teacher, and I think it's starting to rub off on me. For me, it's what those three letters, the ones you know, WOU, have come to stand for. WU stands for you, and conveniently, WU rhymes with you, so that's also cool. I see your commitment also from my vantage point as a member of the State Board. When we discuss tuition, the vast majority of public comments come from students at WOU. Come on, wake up. I know you were up late last night. When we invite testimony on any number of issues, the students who drive up to Portland or down to Eugene to have their voices heard are from OU. And when we get reports regarding voter registration drives, we know that a hell of a lot of those voters are, as of today, graduates from Indeed. So tomorrow or next week or next year, when an impressed employer approaches you and asks, where did you develop the skills to be so successful? You need only say, thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Pleck. By the way, I got a message on my cell phone that says, please try sending that again. So I did, in case any of you were wondering where that picture was. Okay. This spring, a staff member and 2 members of the faculty have been named recipients of the Mario and Alma Pastega Awards for Excellence. To quote Mario, our benefactor, who passed away 2 years ago, 100 years from now, it won't matter how much wealth we had or how much prestige, but if along our path of life we gave a helping hand to fellow human beings, it will make a difference. Those awards are described in your commencement program. Dr. Catherine Schmidt has been awarded the Mario and Alma Pastega Award for Excellence in Teaching. Dr. David Dollinger has been awarded the Mario and Alma Pastega Award for Excellence in Scholarship, and Sue Thompson has been awarded the Mario and Alma Pastega Award for Staff Excellence. Let's recognize them. Would our esteemed faculty please stand and remain standing? At this time, I would like to ask all Western Oregon University graduates, families, and friends to please join me in expressing our appreciation to the outstanding faculty at WOU. Thank you, and please be seated. The Oregon Health and Sciences University School of Nursing initiated a Monmouth campus here in 2008 and graduated its first group of Bachelor of Science in Nursing students in 2011. Innovation, excellence, diversity, and collaboration were readily adopted as defining characteristics at this Monmouth campus. We are honored to include OHSU's Monmouth Campus School of Nursing graduate students as part of our commencement ceremony today. Please join me now in welcoming them. Each year, Western Oregon University selects the undergraduate, outstanding man and outstanding woman in the graduating class to receive the Delmer Dewey and Julia McCullough Smith Awards. Today we recognize two distinguished recipients of these prestigious honors and hear their thoughts. Your printed program includes additional information on these honorees and the recognition they are receiving. I now present Travis Mavison, President of the Associate Students of Western Oregon University, who will introduce these exceptional students.
Hello. Today, I have the privilege to introduce two distinct students from the class of 2014. I have no doubt that this will not be the last time you hear these names, as both have the drive and passion to change the world within our lifetime. The first student has a true heart for people in service. She ran and operated the LGBTQ Campus Resource Center. She has worked 3 years as an orientation leader. She has led 2 service trips, one to Cusco, Peru, and one to Cape Verde, Africa, where she spent her time volunteering at orphanages and children's centers. As a sophomore, she won the Maurice Undergrad Prize Initiative competition that worked to gain support and visibility for the LGBTQ community on campus. She did all of this and more while maintaining a 3.6 GPA. This woman's passion for people shines through in her day-to-day life. After graduation, she hopes to stay involved in international philanthropy and social justice work. I am pleased to introduce the recipient of the Julia McCullough Smith Female Student of the Year Award, Hillary Johnson.
Hello. In my hand, I'm holding an assessment sheet from a program I participated in before kindergarten. This 18-year-old paper lists the program's focus areas, and the teacher highlighted skills that needed improvement. Perhaps in kindergarten, you needed more practice with the alphabet, or maybe counting wasn't quite your cup of tea. Well, out of the 9 categories that were predominantly academic on my report card, Mrs. Adams highlighted 2: sharing and being good friends. The comments below mention that Hillary needs to be more considerate of others. Yikes. But finding this paper nearly 2 decades later was monumental. How could that be, right? because it shows that for the entirety of my life, I've struggled with an innate dependency on myself. Since age 5, preoccupied with my personal situation first, and then looking to others after. And only here at Western have I begun to understand the crucial importance of other human beings and the interconnectedness that we all share. And I was ruminating on this recently, wishing that I had made more of an effort to let others in, to be kind. And I felt as if my time for self-transformation was fading, as if the predetermined structure, K through 12, freshman through senior, were my parameters for becoming the person I want to be. Until I realized that this is not an end, I am not finished. And that's the message I want to share. We are not finished. You are not finished. I know it's thrown about that college is a great time to step out of your comfort zone and to try something new. And I absolutely agree. But when is a better and even more crucial time to make those changes? The rest of your life. Whether you want to improve your health, switch your career path, or take more chances, embrace the fear and do it anyway. Whatever your it may be, you still can. I can still practice the words that Mrs. Adams highlighted on my pre-K report card by sharing and being a good friend. With a degree comes a responsibility to the world, to use the privilege and knowledge we've gained to make a positive difference. But we also have a responsibility to ourselves. As you all have invested in your education, invest in your own transformation because you are not finished. My favorite spoken word poet, Andrea Gibson, said, "I have never cared to be nearly as much as I've cared to become." We are not finished. Class of 2014, let's become. Thank you.
Hello again. The next student has been a mentor and tutor for the last 3 years to first-year students, to low-income, first-generation, and underrepresented backgrounds. He has worked in the residence halls, student government, and the Service Learning Career Development Center. Last year, he was selected as the only TRIO student in the nation to study at the Les Aspin Center for Government in Washington, D.C. He also then interned for U.S. Congressman Peter DeFazio. He did this and more while raising a newborn child. This fall, he will be studying higher education policy at Stanford University with the intent to find new ways to make higher education affordable and accessible to all students. I am honored to introduce one of the most thoughtful people I know and the recipient of the Delmer Dewey Male Student of the Year Award, Anthony Medina.
Catorce. It means 14 in Spanish. My biological father was an undocumented immigrant that was arrested, incarcerated, and deported. My mom was 16 and pregnant before the MTV show. Mom, I love you. My grandparents raised me for most of my life. In their earlier years, they were seasonal migrant workers and traveled throughout Texas, California, and later settled in Oregon. Growing up in the little town of Jervis, you could find me under the house fixing broken pipes, in the kitchen remodeling our sink that fell through our 80-year-old floor, or in the garage helping my grandpa out with his side job, mechanics. Every once in a while, I'd be hammering a nail or prying a pipe, and I'd hit him in the hand, I'd hit him in the finger, or I'd hit him in the mouth. I must have hit him enough times because he doesn't have any more teeth. Every time I accidentally hit him, he would yell in an emphatic voice, "Catorce," to replace another, maybe inappropriate expletive. Consequently, Catorce stuck. My grandparents' house was the epicenter of activity during high school. As a result, my friends were introduced to and started using Catorce. Before long, it spread throughout the school, and I could hear it being used in the hallways, sometimes by people I didn't even know. I still use "14," literally the word 14, to this day as an unorthodox way to address a problem and to be different in today's conforming society. When I found out I was speaking at commencement, I struggled to come up with a perfect speech. I wanted a speech so perfect, flowers would grow, a rainbow would pop up, and heck, maybe put the Blazers back in the playoffs. Then I realized I am not perfect. We are not perfect. And as a society, we shouldn't strive to reach some inanimate, disillusioned idea of perfection none of us will ever reach. Instead, when times get tough, we should say, "14," never put ourselves down, and never stop imagining for a better future. Albert Einstein once said, "Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited, but imagination encircles the world." So it is only fitting, on the 14th day of June, for the class of 2014, to say, "14, you did it."
OHSU Dean Brett Lyman will now introduce one of their outstanding nursing students who will share some of their thoughts with us.
It is my pleasure, my honor, and my privilege to introduce a nursing student who has completed the Gerontological Nursing Honors Program, the Nursing Honors Research Series, served as the president of the Monmouth Student Nurses Association, served on the board of directors for the Oregon Student Nurses Association, is graduating summa cum laude, and was a strength and a guide and a mentor and a friend to so many people throughout her nursing school journey. The recipient of the Golden Lamp Award this year is Tamara Whittle, and I'm pleased to introduce her now.
I would be remiss to talk about the future of nursing without first revisiting the past. I have with me today the Lamp of Knowledge, a traditional symbol of the nursing profession and of higher education. Inspired by Florence Nightingale, who became known as the Lady with the Lamp after making her rounds in military hospitals by the light of the lamp that she carried. Nightingale dedicated her life to all phases of nursing, setting an example of compassion, commitment to patient care, and leadership in hospital administration. She is known as the founder of modern nursing, the profession that we, the Oregon Health and Science University School of Nursing on the campus of Western Oregon University, class of 2014, are about to enter. Our education has taught us that the nursing profession is multifarious, requiring a need for nurses who demonstrate caring, compassion, and integrity, who are capable of thinking critically, who desire to advocate for their patients, and to reflect the knowledge and skills necessary to provide competent, patient-centered care. Today's Lamp of Knowledge is reflective of our commitment to these endeavors. Healthcare is changing rapidly in the United States, and nurses who represent the largest segment of the healthcare workforce have an immense capacity to drive that change. Transforming nursing practice through the provision of care across the spectrum of healthcare settings, and with a focus on practicing to the full extent of our education and our training, to improve the health and quality of life of the individuals, families, and populations in our care. Transforming nursing education through competence not only in the direct care of patients, but in leadership, research, and systems improvement. through a commitment to lifelong learning, and with a goal of increasing the number of nurses holding baccalaureate and doctoral degrees. And finally, transforming nursing leadership through involvement in leadership at all levels, from the bedside to the boardroom, lending the knowledge and perspective of patient and family at the administrative level. And through teamwork that improves patient outcomes, reduces cost and medical errors, and increases job satisfaction for nurses. Class of 2014 graduates, the future of nursing is in your hands. You have the power to effect great change. Whether you're drawn to caring for individuals or for populations, in medical facilities, in schools or communities, or even in people's homes, opportunities abound for you to drive the changes that will advance health for all. Take pride in your education. Be confident in the unique insight and perspective that you bring to the table. Use your voice in the collaborative effort to transform our healthcare system. And don't forget to carry your lamp to light the way. Thank you.
I would now like to invite Mr. Paul Kylo, President of the Western Oregon University Alumni Association, to the podium. Please.
Good afternoon. Let me be the first to welcome you to the Alumni Association. I do want to welcome you and congratulate you on your accomplishment. And I do look forward to seeing you at all of the alumni events we're planning. So just be ready. Each year here at graduation, we do have a little token for you over in the Grove. Please stop by and pick it up after the ceremony. And the other thing we do at graduation is we recognize our outstanding alumnus, someone who has achieved distinction on a professional level, who has been involved with the community and whose integrity, stature, and demonstrated ability are such that the faculty, staff, students, and alumni of Western Oregon can rightfully take pride. This year's winner reminded me he graduated 35 years ago, 1 week and 1 day. He's a math guy. I was also there, so. This year's winner is Charlie Dolezal. He's a graduate from Western Oregon in 1979. He holds a bachelor's degree in mathematics. He is currently the Vice President of Retirement Plans Actuarial at Standard Insurance Company in Portland. He's an active supporter of Western Oregon University Mathematics Department through speaking engagements about careers and opportunities that come about in his field. He has also provided students an opportunity to come to Western by funding a mathematics scholarship, and he's been doing that for more than a dozen years. It is his dedication, passion, and commitment to WU and the future success of the students today that have won him this award. So at this time, I would like to ask Charlie to come forward and accept his award.
Today's commencement speaker is an alum of Western Oregon University from the class of 2000, Ms. Corina Valencia Chavez. A native Spanish speaker of Mexico, Corina came to the United States with her family at the age of 15 and became the first in her family to graduate high school and college. As a first-generation student, she was prepared to overcome the obstacles she might face and was grateful to be the first recipient of the David S. Brody Memorial Scholarship. As the program of events for today began to unfold, we recognized that this scholarship which contributed significantly to the success story of Miss Valencia Chavez, is a scholarship founded by Dr. Richard Woodcock, our guest of honor at the groundbreaking ceremony earlier this morning. On this day, Dr. Woodcock is once again able to see firsthand the impact that his scholarship has had on Ms. Valencia Chavez and will have on many students to come. After graduating from Western, Ms. Valencia Chavez began her career in education at Grant Elementary School in Salem, where she taught a dual language class of first and second graders. After teaching at Grant for 3 years, she was instrumental in the startup of a new dual language program in West Salem, where she also taught for 3 years. In 2006, Corina became the bilingual coordinator at Woodburn School District. And after 1 year, she returned to the Salem-Keizer School District to be a resource teacher and later served as an English language acquisition specialist. In 2009, Ms. Valencia Chavez was given the opportunity to serve as principal at Sweegull Elementary School in Salem, where she continues to dedicate herself to students and families. Ms. Valencia Chavez received her undergraduate degree in early childhood elementary education with focus areas in Spanish, psychology, and speech from Western Oregon University. In 2009, she completed her graduate degree in Education, Leadership, and Administration from Portland State University. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Corina Valencia Chavez.
Wow. Good afternoon, everybody. Graduates, families and friends, faculty and staff, I am deeply honored to have an opportunity to be here today. As I thought about what I should say to you today, I became a little nervous, and frankly, I still am. And the question popped into my mind, what would graduates like to hear? I then remembered that what graduates really want is to walk through the platform and go celebrate with family and friends. So I promise I will be brief. Thank you. Today, graduates, it's all about you, the graduates and your families. It is a day to celebrate the journey you have had to endure, not only for 4 years or 5, but for a lifetime of dreams and goals that you have had set for yourself. Go back to your first childhood memories for a moment. When was the first time you thought about what you wanted to do when you grew up? Who was the first person to ask you this question? Did you fulfill this dream? Did you change your mind? There are 4 things I would like to highlight today. First, value the importance of your journey, knowing where you've been and who you are. Up to this point, your life has probably taken many turns. I too experienced many life-changing events, even prior to my own commencement ceremony back in 2000. Wow, that seems like a long time ago. My parents brought my brothers and me to the U.S. in search of a better life and opportunities. I know there are families here that have gone through transitions and changes in order to overcome barriers. My obstacles were that my family had to work hard to fulfill our basic needs. We did not understand the education system in the United States, and my parents did not speak English. Back then, the thought of having a college degree could not seem furthest from reality. Yet, the dream of having a college degree prevailed throughout this journey. Today, it is important for you to value your ability to overcome obstacles, to transform, to look for the open spaces and take risks. Second, be willing to accept and embrace change. When we proactively embrace change and we learn to accept it as part of our life, we reach a level of understanding in life that some might even call wisdom. Change in today's society is the norm. In my case, a change that was so overwhelming and uncertain evolved into my passion and the reason why I go to work every day. I encourage you to welcome and embrace change because you will inevitably evolve, transform, and grow into a stronger person. By accepting and learning from change, it becomes our teacher rather than our enemy. Third, value your college education and experience, and trust that your education and skills, along with your passion, will take you where you are meant to be. After graduating from high school, I worked as an instructional assistant in special education in an elementary school. The work experience I acquired as an instructional assistant in special education is what drove my interest in pursuing a career in the education field. And thanks to the opportunities, both academic and extracurricular, that were provided here at Western Oregon University, I found a passion to make an impact in greater society by working with underrepresented populations, first as a classroom teacher and today as an elementary principal in Salem-Keizer Public Schools. Finally, be optimistic and enthusiastic about the difference you will make and are making in the world. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Make sure you laugh and smile every day. Laughter keeps you healthy and it lightens the load. As I read on a Facebook post, don't take life too seriously. Nobody makes it out alive anyway. True, right? You are very fortunate to have your family support you in different ways throughout this journey. Your parents, family, and friends have walked along your side. To all of you, moms, dads, siblings, husbands, wives, and children, today is a celebration of a shared accomplishment, one of many more to come. As you step out into your career discipline, you will draw from your previous experiences as well as from you are learning out in the field. Whether you are saving lives in a hospital, teaching economically disadvantaged students in a K-12 classroom, or developing software, stay true to who you are and your convictions. Nevertheless, it is wise to change your opinions on topics. It helps you grow. We all share a moral, ethical, and professional responsibility of making sure that we contribute to make this world a better place for us and for future generations. Congratulations, graduates of 2014. Thank you.
So I'm just going to go off script for a moment, if you don't mind. There's so many common themes and common threads throughout the day that I'm just discovering through all the events and talks that we're hearing at the podium. I'd like to just share for a moment that I too was an immigrant and to the United States. And when I went to elementary school, I spoke no English. My parents received no education. I was the first also in my family to receive a high school degree and college education. They would be most proud if they knew today that I was president of a university such as Western Oregon University. When admitted to Western Oregon University, I'm on script now. Some students are invited to participate in a challenging honors program that includes an interdisciplinary curriculum and additional academic requirements, including a senior honors thesis. We commend these students that have persisted in meeting the extra demands of our honors program. Included in the printed program, you will find the topics of the honors, the theses completed by these impressive young scholars. Honors program graduates, please stand and let us congratulate you. Please be seated. Western Oregon University is proud to be part of the United States Army ROTC program. Two of our graduating seniors today will be commissioning in the Army and are here with us. Would the soon-to-be second lieutenants, Stephanie Lane and Brandon Saito, please stand as I introduce you. Second Lieutenant Lane will be commissioned into military intelligence and will be proceeding to Fort Huachuca, Arizona. Second Lieutenant Saito will attend the Military Police Officers Basic Course at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. Thank you. Please join me in congratulating these individuals. So the demographics of the class of 2014, this is interesting. The graduating class of 2014 totals 1,266 students. Over 800 are attending commencement today. 82% of today's graduates are receiving a bachelor's degree, and 18% for those non-math majors are receiving a master's degree. %42% of this year's graduates are men, and 58% are women. Where am I? Okay. Our youngest student receiving a bachelor's degree today is 20 years old. Our youngest student receiving a master's degree today is 21 years old. The most experienced graduate today is 65 years young and is receiving their master's degree. The most experienced student receiving a bachelor's degree is 63. There are 5 husband and wife teams graduating today. 14% of our graduates are married. 39 graduates represent the second generation in their families to receive degrees at Western Oregon University. Two graduates represent the third generation. Our graduates today represent 33 of 36 counties in the state of Oregon. The states of Alaska, Arkansas, Arizona, California, Colorado, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, Minnesota, Nevada, New Hampshire, New York, Utah, and Washington, as well as Oregon, are represented. And to demonstrate our global reach, 11 countries are represented, including China, Deutschland, Germany, Ghana, Libya, Nepal, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, South Korea, Spain, Sweden, and Vietnam. Eleven students have completed 2 bachelor's degrees at the same time. 2 sets of twins are graduating. 2 students have an amazing 4.00 cumulative grade point average. The time has come to recognize students who are graduating with academic honors and to present candidates for the conferral of degrees. I will now ask Vice President Scheck to describe the attainment of those students who are graduating with honors and to present the candidates.
Students who achieve a grade point average of 3.5 or better graduate with honors. As noted in your program, students with grade point averages of 3.5 to 3.64 graduate cum laude. Those with averages from 3.65 to 3.79 graduate magna cum laude. And those with averages from 3.8 to 4.0 graduate summa cum laude. Those designations represent impressive academic achievements. I would like to ask all students who are graduating with honors today to please stand. In a second. Cum laudes graduates only, please sit down. Magna cum laude graduates only, please sit down. Those graduates still standing are Western's 2014 summa cum laude graduates, or those with a grade point average of at least 3.8. And now, will all candidates for the bachelor's degree please stand?
Okay, this is my favorite part. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Oregon State Board of Higher Education, and upon the recommendation of the faculty of Western Oregon University on behalf of President Robertson of the Oregon Health and Sciences University School of Nursing, Monmouth, I hereby confer upon each of you the bachelor's degree to which you are entitled, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Vice President Scheck, please proceed.
Will all but the first row please be seated? I now invite the first row to come forward.
Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Public Policy and Administration, Travis Michael Mason. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Public Policy and Administration, Anthony David Medina. Receiving the Bachelor of Arts in Spanish, Hillary Claire Johnson. Receiving the Bachelor of Arts in American Sign Language, English Interpreted, Carissa Ann Colbert, Danielle Nicole Fleskus, Melody Ann Glimpse, Margaret Pryor Harris, Lindsay Ray Meyer, Rebecca Ann Shepard, Mackenzie L. Smith, Pamela Jolene Wood, Ashley Danae Gorman, Logan Rose Knaus. Receiving the Bachelor of Arts in American Sign Language Studies, Hannah Amelia Celeste Barry, Dylan James Reed Eider, Miranda May Featherstone, Carrie-Ann Rose Follett, Iris Dingle Gunkel, Chloe Annalise Hanson, Emily Marie Hunt, Danielle Renee Jellison, Carrie Lynn Knight, Kyle Brian Knight. Kyle, Carrie's husband, is receiving a bachelor's degree in economics from Oregon University and also a bachelor's degree in engineering. Samantha Dawn Lyman, Carly Brianne Mitchell, Rebecca June Dooms, Sarah Ann Zellman. Receiving the Bachelor of Arts in Community Health Education, Victoria Ya Agorsa, Perla Carol Erwin, Katie Diane Betts, Eli Aaron Cox, Sarah Detman, Juan Pedro Leves, Jordan Lynn Myers, Julia Alejandra Peralta, Olivia Rodriguez. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Community Health Education, Terry Renee Alt, Erica Renee Anderson, Vanessa Charmaine Brown, Luann Carrillo. Luann is also receiving the Bachelor of Arts in Spanish. Azucena Carrillo Garcia, Courtney Leimone Chang-Wo, Stephanie Lee Clark, Nicole Crane, Rachel Noel Crawford, Natalie Ione DeGaume, Althea Lynn Duncan, Kelsey Lynn Durham Idris, Caitlin Clara Eshelman, Margaret Helen Faulkner, Chloe McKenna Fife, Kiana Marie Kawianolani Keiko Fuller, Jessica Lynn Gordon, Stephen Anthony Grauer, Madeleine Gutierrez Vargas, Kara Lorene Humphrey, Kelsey Ann Yeager, Kelsey Brianne Jensen, Jessica Ann Kaczynski, Kainoa Kavika Kao'u, Brittany Megan Klang, Sarah Dawn Larson, Jennifer Erin Leaf, Tracy Lopez Mendoza, Mackenzie Nicole Lavelle, Daniela Marquez Manzano, Maria Mendez Francisco, Kayla Taylor Murahashi, Molly Rose Winter Murphy, Dawn Marie Oakes, Cameron John Osborne, Michelle Lee Pingle, Holly M. Powell, Cassidy Kealoha Pratt, Ruby Alvina Ramirez, Jamie Janelle Renneker, Callie Michelle Reiser, Shelby Kathleen Sayer, Sarah Fentree Smith, Kiana Marie Takemoto, Brianna Louise Tardy, Jennifer Louise Torres, Megan Kayleen Triggs, Maricela Vasquez Cortez, Laura Lynn Verstappen, Jacqueline Kiana Wasano, Brooke Marie Watkins, Courtney D. Wemple, Emily Ann Woolivec. Receiving the Bachelor of Arts in Education, Amanda Rose Asp, Mario Barba Jr., Melissa Chavez Hernandez, Deirdre Jean Day, Mark Russell Eakins, Kelsey Jeanne Gabor, Sarah Elaine Greco, Lauren Jean Hilger, Brooke Nicole Yeager, Rachel Lynn Croker, Katie Marie Martin, Taylor Ryan Ozuna, Bryce Lee Reisnauer, Weston Cole Shippey, Zevin Zandria Smith, Erin Mackenzie Strudel, receiving the Bachelor of Science in Education, Hideki Kent Aoki, John Ray Begin, Melissa Sue Begin, Brian Eugene Blair, Lauren Marie Borges, Jenna Nicole Bowman, Haley Melissa Burbeck, Caitlin Christine Carter, Amanda Marie Dark, Stephanie Jane Eaton, Maggie Corinne Edwards, Pamela Shea Eider, Robert Kent Eider, Randy Lynn Erickson, Molly Elizabeth Finera, Rachel Diane Frazier, Shelby Leolani Furtado, Rebecca Michelle Goki, Jake William Gordon, Allison M. Greb, Jennifer Noel Gunn, Alexa Kathleen Haley, Kelsey Ray Hamilton, Inga May Hansen, Amanda Renee Harper, Emily Rose Hastings, Victoria Ann Hendricks, Kathleen Camille Karaki, Grant James Kessel, Bobby Ann Kidd, Ashley Yvonne Larson, Amanda Frances Lehman Aranek, Rachel Lynn Martin, Maria Elizabeth Meads, Emily Ann Muriel Peterson, Rebecca Julia Perez, Elizabeth Joy Penninger, Kirsten Colleen Phelps, Brittany Nicole Rudisill, Sarah Ann Schwager, Stephanie Jean Snyder, Taylor Etsuko Standridge, Carissa Rianne Staples, Daniel James II, Chelsea Morgan Thornton, Bethany Lynn Williams, Emma Jolene Winter, receiving the Bachelor of Arts in Exercise Science, Melissa Gonzalez, Amy Glenn Hay, Ashley Nicole Taylor, receiving the Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science, Marissa Marie Albertson Navarre, Benjamin Orlo Barhanovich, Shanae Sierra Campbell, Marissa Nicole Carlson, Casey James Connor, Anna Grace Courtney, Haley Joanne Cox, Catherine Rayanne Delk, Mitchell Douglas Denton, Haley Dale Dickinson, Sabrina Kiyomi Doy, Joshua Andrew Faust, Nicholas Owen Gammy, Lucas John Gonsalves, Ryan Christopher Hanson, Samuel Jacob Henshaw, Jennifer Lynn Hoppin, Michael Jared Horn, Alexander James Jones, Jordan Rose Jones, Katrina Hugo Soledad Katigbak, Chrissy Lee Kemper, Sean William Austin LaRue, Joseph Robert Lathorpe, Kelsey Catherine Kealoha Poinaole Lindsay, Megan McCall Odell, Ellen Gerald Miller, Glenn Moe, Alexander Joel Morgan, Brittany Yvonne Nicholson, Christy Ann Justine Packing Navarte, Brittany Allen Paquette, Garrett Keegan Parfit, Dustin Joseph Pereira, Kristen Elise Perry, Lexi Lee Pola, Hannah Marie Pomeroy, Braylon Lee Reed, Ashley Nicole Soto, Gregory Earl Stand, Kayla Marie Van Sway, Cody Alexander Von Appen. Receiving the Bachelor of Arts in Dance, Emily A. Allbirds. Emily is also receiving the Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Amelia Rose Douglas. Angel Ann Stromberg. Brandy Nicole Tarleton. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Dance, Michelle Elizabeth Bright. Hannah Kathleen Swanson. Receiving the Bachelor of Arts in Art, Krister Thomas Dobbins. Amy Louise Heline. Lauren Michelle Hickman. Amy Elizabeth Lopez. Oralia Ryan. Amy Jane Rizzo. Walt Lee Louis. Nathaniel Scott White. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Art, Heather Joel Manson. Karina Marie Eichenberry. Ashley Jean Garrison. Receiving the Bachelor of Arts in Visual Communication Design, Mary Christina Sweet. Wong Si Yu. Jin Yi. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Visual Communication Design, Jenna Rose Bauman. McKenna Sue Burks, Adam Taylor Fife, Caitlin Rosemarie Martin Frost, Jimmy Antoine Wilder. Receiving the Bachelor of Fine Arts in Art, Jolene Alyssa Johnson. Receiving the Bachelor of Arts in Theater Arts, Jodessa Jean Chapa, Amanda Joy Constantine, Jody Allen Showman, Amanda Mae Norman. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Theater Arts, Joseph Paul Baker, Richard Walter Borland, Kelsey Joe Hennig, Samuel Jack Mears, Josh Coleman Wilson. Receiving the Bachelor of Fine Arts in Theater Arts, Tiara Valvai Lalusa, Grace Ellen Polakwich Owens. Receiving the Bachelor of Arts in Music, Abigail Rose Cohen. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Music, Brett Lauren Irish. Sierra Elise Mullins. Sierra is also receiving the Bachelor of Arts in English. Receiving the Bachelor of Music, Orion Wayne Adams. Receiving the Bachelor of Arts in Business, Chen Jun Bong. Diana Delgado. Olivia Lorene Reed. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Business, Vince Michael Ampey. Garrett Hunter Anderson. Olivia Marie Anderson. Abel Daniel Arai. Benjamin Luke Baca. Sheridan Rose Bailey. Lindsay Dean Barang. Kyle J. Baxter. Kathleen Ann Beardsley. Natasha Marie Blair, Arthur Nigel Chavez, Ching Mei Yi, Megan Irene Kreitz, Omar Alfonso Cruz, Stephanie Ann Cutsworth, Jesse Donald Deno, Gabriel Devin Doherty, Jeffrey Charles Gregory Emons, Curtis Roy Everett Jr., Eddie Dean Ferris, Joshua John Ferguson, Fu Brown, Jose Ruben Garcia, Tiffany Louise Garvey, Michael DeLon Glover Bayer, Michael Cruz Gomez, Andronic Gostevsky, Shelby Rose Green, Ryan Patrick Green, Loretta F. Cabwa, Paul Allen Guzman, Stephanie Guzman, Andrew Hallie Hayworth, Tyler James Hedrick, Olivia Lee Hedrick, Austin Timothy Howarth, Austin James Jackson, Rochelle Lynn Canis, Rex Hanali Kanoho, Patrick John Kirsch, Catherine Elizabeth Michelle Kiyokawa, Tia Kasha Kuiper, Stephanie Catherine Lane, Scott B. Larson, Lei Thong, Benjamin M. Licata, Yu Jia Chan, Yu Song Hyun, Stephanie Imelda Machado, Clarissa Maciel Garbe, Zulema Magana, Blake Andrew Moeller, Jacqueline Olivia Moyer, Riley John Nix, John William Oberst Carnes, Josiah Michael Olds, Zachary Andrew Parker, Jeanette Peñalosa Saavedra, Janet Penn, William Michael Minnis, Naomi Ramos, Chris W. Redfern, Michael Thomas Reeve, Harris Mark Ryback, Dakota Lashane Rhodes, Denzel King David Robinson, Denise Sanchez Romero, Ryo Yong Chong, Sione David San, Megan Maria Scherer, Jacob Robert Schmidt, Shui Ray Lee, Juliana Rose Smith, Joshua Ran Solensas, Renelle Jean Stottinger, Tommy Mole Swai, Travis W. Tallon, Max William Thomas, Taylor Marie Thompson, Kent Kalani Tolzman, Brendan Gary Troxel, Thomas Whitney Van Gelder, Keith Allen Watson, Houston Thomas Webb, Wayne G, Jordan Powell Westland, Richard Brandon James Wallen, Amber Nicole Wood, Casey Lorraine Wright, Shu Junyang, Shu Yiyun, Nicholas Aaron Young, Sung Hong Yu, Zhang Haihu, Hu Yulun, Zhang Jui, Zhang Xiaofei, Zhou Yiji, Amanda J. Swiffelhofer, receiving the Bachelor of Science in Economics, Ibrahim Abdulaziz Al-Abdulaziz, Mahdi Abdul Mohsen Al-Mahdi, Riyad Al-Zayed, Michael Dwayne Espinoza, Jun Yang, Jeremiah James Kiddo, Drew A. Larson, Zachary Luck. Zachary is also receiving the Bachelor of Science in Business, Marlis and Humanity, William Solis, Cindy Chow. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Shannon D. Busher, David Christopher Kalawa, Maria Shukrov, Michael Anthony Cunha, Fong Hao Nam, Ethan James Flory, Edward Joseph Landau, Marshall Hector Leslie, Nathaniel Thomas Robeson, Erica Ashley Smith. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Information Systems, Mohammed Ali Alali, Abdullah Mohammed Al-Bater, Abdulhus Ibrahim Al-Bokansi, Mohammed J. Alay, Mahdi Saleh Al-Mazidi, Abdullah Ibrahim Al-Nuai, Abdul Hadi Musfir Al-Sheba, Samred Arya, Joshua Edmund Bartos, Jonathan Paul Beck, Robert Kevin Galentine, Craig Allen Reno, Jason Dean White, Jacob Russell Woolke. Receiving the Bachelor of Arts in Communication Studies, Louis Joselius Arce, Ryan M. Buchanan, Brett Allen Campbell, Kylan Camille Dix, Cody Hine, Barbara Lori Ketchum, Candace Louise Lawrence, Lexington David Martin, Meredith Michelle Masters, Tara Michelle Ostrander, Jessica Maite Pantoja, Kenya Rosales, Tyler Michael Thomas, Marissa Janelle Thompson, Amanda Rose Valdez, Zoe Hannah Zellers. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Communication Studies, Haley Jean Armstrong, Kelsey Danielle Herrick, Rachel Elizabeth Leon, Dominique L. May, Andrew Joseph McIntyre, Taylor Michelle McLean, Jameson Baird Miller, Kyle Alexander Rush, Sabrina Nicole Stevens, Antoine Demal Wafer. Receiving the Bachelor of Arts in English, Ashley Marie Boyd, Peter William Carrillo, Courtney Ann Charnetsky, Bridget Agnes Conklin, Riley Michelle Elizabeth Dodd, Janae Lynn Everett, Elise Barbara Fleming, Rhiannon Shelby Goodfellow, Hannah Rose Hart, Keturah Lynn Hahn, Matthew Lucian Hill, Stacy M. Johnson, Sonia Lachino Ramirez, Amelia Elizabeth Leggett, Rebecca Annette Hardy, Anthony Roland Paulus, Emily Rose Smith, Annika Rose Suchadolsky, Miranda Michelle Warren, Bonnie Sue Wells, Catherine Ann Wheat. Receiving the Bachelor of Arts in German Studies, Charles Martin Castor, Isabel Lise Hauser. Receiving the Bachelor of Arts in the Humanities, Mary Lou Estrada, Li Hongqiu. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in the Humanities, Marissa Janine Cade, Jackie Marie Digman, Kelsey Marie Reichert. Receiving the Bachelor of Arts in Spanish, Montserrat Chavez Gonzalez, Mitzi Fanny Guzman Islas, Allison Nicole Moore, Tracy Susan Mort, Stacy Elizabethan Roberts, Maidra Lizette Valencia, Rocio de Jesus Vargas Alba, Hannah Michelle Williamson. Receiving the Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy, Travis Lamont Allen. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Philosophy, Stephanie Ann Belden, Anna Maria Miller Lawrence, Jessica Lynn Patterson. Receiving the Bachelor of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies, Carmen Alik, Heather Marie Asher, Alexis Marie Boothman, Leandre Lamar Butler, Amanda Marie Cole, Imelda Cortez, Cassandra Jean Fall, Jenny Lynn Howell, Casey Lynn Lilly, Brianna Lynn McCall, Ariana Marie Patch, Emily Lynn Reed, Fabiola Rivera Senha, Elizabeth Ann Rydell Rust, Andrew Curtis Stevens, Melissa Catherine Werner. Erica Elizabeth Wills, receiving the Bachelor of Science in Interdisciplinary Studies. Natasha Aubrey Albrecht. Amy Louise Borman. Sierra Jamel Brewer. LaMonica Arlene Bryant. Jessica Lynn Case. Catherine Ann Cinquini. Kelsey Maxine Cobb. Gregory Michael Kronk. Benjamin David Deeker. Jacob McKay Duchesne. Robert Glenn Ellis. Devin Alicia Gifford. Grace Elizabeth Hampton. Chad William Harrington. Catherine Louise Harris. Yanira Herrera. Justin David Horton. Dana Houston Jackson. Jake Earl Hyde. Helen Marie Johnson. Allison Taylor John. Jamie K. Kino. Christina Lynn Call. Emmy Jo Kennedy. Nicholas Christopher Kilfoyle. Teresa Darlene Knight. Shasta Lindell. Mark David Moore. Joanna Helene Morris. Rachel Michelle Norris. Zachary Nigel Nuno. Megan Elizabeth Pitts. Chelsea Marie Plover. Courtney D. Redford. Christine Marie Smith. Michael David Storm. Heather Ann Thompson. Kelly Lynn Wade. Christopher Allen Westfall. Christopher Leon White. Annie Rose Williams. Maddie Marie Wilson. Receiving the Bachelor of Arts in International Studies. Sultan Abdulaziz Al-Khelaifi. Lucas Allen Ashland. Lacey Marie Hawk. Anna Elizabeth Ralston. Joanna Esmeralda Thomas Zacharias. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Biology, Kara Leanne Anderson. Carol Lee Buck. Riley Quiddo. James Allen Croft. Todd Eugene Dalrymple. Andrea Dawn Eckhoff. Melissa Suzanne Fowler. Eric Jeffrey Gaines. Alexander Jordan Hardy. Max H.Z. Cohen. Allison Marie Coy. Morgan Renee Livingston. Kevin Andrew McCurdy. Tyler J. Miller. Jonathan Stephen Poe. Trevor Charles Ross. Aaron Kai Baladi Villa. Marissa Lynn Wellington. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, Mariah Grant Alanis. Mariah is also receiving the Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice, Stephanie Michelle Young. Stephanie is also receiving the Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Mathematics, Jillian Joyce Johnson. Isaiah Eugene Kavaki. Akansha Prada. Kara Janelle Tyler. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Earth Science, Kevin Scott Chambers. Skylar Allen Edmondson. Aquilegia Aspen Leet. Aquilegia is also receiving the Bachelor of Science in Biology. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Psychology, Melanie Ann Anir. Gilberto Armando Bedolla. Lilian Catarina Guerrero. Alejandra Liliana Guerrero Morales. Miriam Jael Hernandez Gabriel. Ayn Ito. Kyla Michael Krehoff. Luke Philip Popo Kaur. Jordan Lawrence Mayo. Eric Anthony McFarland. Taylor Jacqueline Munson. Jennifer May Rux. Gaudi Salazar. Rebecca Lorraine Van Osdale. Emily Rose Whipple. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Psychology, Trista Lillian Anderson, Brooke Nicole Ansutagi, Stephanie Ashley Areola, Jennifer May Becker, Whitney Nicole Bethel, Michael Anthony Bogus, Melissa Sue Borges, Megan G. Buckley, Layla Shea Boswell, Victoria Lynn Boyd, Jennifer M. Campbell, Shine Alexandria Childress, Karen E. Clements, Teresa Ann Kleinbell, Paul Tyler Cookingham, Rebecca Margaret Cubitt, Ashley M. Davis, Hope Taylor Durrell, Kaylee R. Fisher, Daniel Michael Foley, Rachel Marie Folger, Megan Jo Guerra, Claudia Yvette Gallegos. Claudia is also receiving the Bachelor of Arts in Spanish. Elizabeth Ann Gears, Raquel Bianca Gonzalez, Abby Catherine Gorsuch, Kelsey Michelle Gray, Laura Isabel Gutierrez, Michael S. Hatch, Michelle Marie Haviland, Michael Stephen Jansen, Annika Michelle Johnson, Corey Nicole Jones, Patrick William Josh, Kelsey Elaine Eck, Robin Sue Kelly, Kaylee Ann Kidd, Rebecca Suzanne Kirby, Alicia Marie Knox, Joseph Leroy Lapke, Sarah Malia Maddox, Darcy Sonda McGuire, Safina Namatovu Manzi, Hope Rochelle Mayfield, Shelby Jane Morgan, Christopher Wayne Mortensen, Brandon Michael Parton, Alexander Sterling Rose, Angela Susan Schlappy Carrasco, Adrian Marie Schneider, Julie A. Nibbler, Marcus Allen Schwartz, Michael Christopher Scott, Raymond Grant Scott, Beth Ann Sherman, Jessica Marie Smith, Jenna Christine Squires, Marion E. Tracer, Jairus Clampy Van Hess, Caitlin Elizabeth Wise, Amanda Louise Rubel, Emily Ann Nascimento, Roshane Nell Zimmer. Receiving the Bachelor of Arts in Gerontology, Margaret Eileen Sherburne. Margaret is also receiving the Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Gerontology, Chelsea Lee Beecroft, Gary John Spillane, Tabitha Leanne Bentley, Chelsea Ann Hanna, Allison Daniel Lucas, Roxanne K. Miller, Lacey G. Patton, Erica Jean Phelps, Adam Alexander Schneider, Valisa Yvonne Wade. Receiving the Applied Baccalaureate in Gerontology, Valita Clydine Weaver. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Anthropology, Joanne Bruno, Bethany Lynn Hay. Receiving the Bachelor of Arts in Criminal Justice, Dina Leanne Alsop, Tanae Marie Baker, Pedro Castaneda Jr., Brianna Joy Cunningham, Jessica de los Santos, Yesenia Flores, Kelsey Lynn Gregory, Courtney Renee Lindsay Irene Halstead, Christian Carol Lopez, Marissa Nicole McLemore, Daisy Monson. Daisy is also receiving the Bachelor of Arts in Spanish. Adrian Moran, Javier Elisco Pineda, Colin James Bolton, Nancy Stephanie Ramos Escamilla Arquega. Nancy is also receiving the Bachelor of Arts in Spanish. Graciela Salamanca, Brianne Shipley, Sam Marcus Terry. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice, Brittany Nicole Anderson, Alexander Timothy Bonney, Matthew Thomas Borer, Erica Nicole Beams, Spencer William Bell, Brendan Jeffrey Darrell Bishop, Rachel Ann Bishop, Tamara Joe Bogan, Emily Jill Boyce, Megan Marie Brown, David Adriel Cervantes, Christina Louise Floyd, Carrie Kenneth Callahan, Coleman, Sylvia Marie Contreras, Cody Robert Kreitz, Katie Mariah Drew, Rachel Elizabeth Fredrickson, Monserrat Anaí Sanchez, Carrie E. Gibson, Alicia Janae Gonzalez, Teresa Jean Gray, Tessa L. Greenfield, Timothy Newman Hart, Carissa Nicole Haynes, Severiano R. Hernandez Jr., Kristen Joy Hewlett, Tyler Scott Johnston, Nicole Jordan Jones, Jeffrey Robert Luttrell, Dylan Matthew McKenzie, Derek Edward McElfresh, Diana Zamudio Molina, Jacob William Moore, Michelangelo Ortiz, Matthew Michael Ortwan, Megan Rochelle Pander, Kathleen Nicole Pelcher, Jacob Matthew Peterson, Todd L. Ridley, Ian Joab Nolan Rigdering, Noe Rios, Brendan Kazuo Saito, Guadalupe Sanchez, Orlando Santos, Miranda Jean Sawyer, Stephanie Verna Smith, Zachary Ryan Smith, Austin James Snelling, Samuel David Steinbruch, Lainey Christine Stevens, Lydia Marie Sturba, Danielle Catherine Stone, Joshua Jericho Sullivan, Brandon Michael Thomas, Grace Catherine Thompson, Aaron Shigeyaki Villanova, Pedro Vieque, Richard Wayne Williams, Kevin Randy Woolley, Morgan Brooke Woolley. Receiving the Bachelor of Arts in History, Holly L. Hartman, Sarah Janelle Bicel, Zachary Wayne Jones, David Mercer Price. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in History, Andrea Louise Bijan, David John Klepp. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Fire Services Administration, Matthew Brian Hausman. Receiving Bachelor of Science in Geography, Xander Emery Albertson, Lily Anna Miller, Hope Emma Snedden, Jessica Lynn Space. Receiving the Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, Mary Catherine Barleen, Casey Allen Gallagher, Caitlin Grace Padgett, Megan Marie Satchett, Jessica Salazar, Abel F. Soriano, Heather Michelle Worthing. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Political Science, Marina Dawn Austin, Carl Christopher Bloms, Douglas Patrick Daly, Brett Barclay Howell, Linda Nicole Johnson. Linda is an exchange student at WOU. She is receiving a bachelor's degree from Linnaeus University in Vaxjö, Sweden. Ryan Trevor McBee, Travis Van Horn. Receiving the Bachelor of Arts in Public Policy and Administration, Martin Edward Carty, Blanca Lilia Reyes. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Public Policy and Administration, Christopher Michael Bean, Nicole Eileen Boyce, Michael Roland Little, Andrew Ryan Martinez, Haley Suzanne Priest, Kyle Nathan Rogers, Jesus Marcelo Rosales Prieto. Receiving the Bachelor of Arts in the Social Sciences, Andrew McLean Allen, Asia Kiana Black, Jack Russell Davis, Maria Garcia, Karina Guzman Ortiz, Elizabeth Heredia, Annalise Victoria Ellen Jones, Guadalupe Maravilla Maciel, Nayeli Maribel Miller, Selena Orozco, Jacqueline Quiroz, Jose Luis Reyes Jr., Maria Isabel Santana Calderon. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in the Social Sciences, Yelena Boscovich, Joel Stephen Brunello, Ashley Renee Jones, Su-Young Lei, Colin James McHill, Trenton Michael Morneau, Maurice Dion Peterson, David R. Short. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Sociology, Lacey Elizabeth Ale, Adam Christopher Brown, Emily K. Bokay, Katrina Coakley Vandegar, Veronica Garcia Martinez, Rocio Oliveira, Elizabeth Rosario Vandenbroek, Karina Vera Gonzalez. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Sociology, Luis Angel Cisneros, Shelby Renee Ivy, Jennifer Ray Turner. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Gao Huisheng. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Economics, Dafar Mohammed Al-Sawa. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Business, Jennifer Jean McDonald. Receiving the Bachelor of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies, Annie Elizabeth Polson. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Information Systems, Mahdi Ali Al-Salam. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in the Social Sciences, Alison Justine Barker. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice, Katie Stimson Furman. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Interdisciplinary Studies, Cody Martin Stone. Receiving the Bachelor of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies, Gregory Russell Meza. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science, Madison Lee McClung. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in the Social Sciences, Melanie Marie Pfeiffer. Receiving the Bachelor of Fine Arts in Art, Sarah Rose Joyce. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Fire Services Administration, Baron T. Raposo. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Business, Young Young. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice, Brady Boyd Harder. Receiving the Bachelor of Arts in International Studies, Madison Marie Clark. Receiving the Bachelor of Science with an emphasis in nursing from the Oregon Health and Science University School of Nursing, Monmouth Campus, Victoria Layla Barnhart. Patrice Elizabeth Bledsoe Wright. LaDonna K. Cooper. Donnie Lynn Drebin. Kathleen Elizabeth I. Melissa K. Hamrick. Johanna Lynn Cameron. Alice Kirby. Kelsey Megan Creer. Crystal Marilyn LeBeau. Jolene Marie Leverman. Nicolette Rose Noe. Jill Aiko Omoto. Pamela Sue Reynolds. Shannon Emily Richter. Tamara Denise Whittle. Stacy Cashel Williams. Joshua Keith Yoder. Emily Catherine Jaskowski.
Will the candidates for master's degrees please stand?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Oregon State Board of Higher Education, and upon the recommendation of the faculty of Western Oregon University, I hereby confer upon each of you the master's degree to which you are entitled, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Vice President Scheck, please proceed.
Will all but the first row please be seated? I now invite the first row to come forward.
Receiving the Master of Arts in Teaching, Lindsay Renee Androy, Laura Michelle Arenas, Casey Ray Barson, Garrett William Caldwell, Rebecca Michelle Chad, Kelsey Renee Diarman Sattler, Whitney Nicole Duval, Alex Jai Enos, Alex Matthew Grandjean, Sylvia Jean Harold, Donald Holt, Nicholin Amy Honeyman, James T. Keating, Lacey Jean King, Yu Shin Jae, Patrick K.J. Melby, Jennifer Angeline Miller, Frederick William Schmidt, Stephanie L. Strasden, Amanda Tuss, Audrey Lynn Von Lusky, Nicole Lynn Walker Sunby, Brett Ann Wilkinson, Richard Lawrence Zeiss, receiving the Master of Science in Education, Arwa Khalil Alayed, Heather Bennett, Jordan Ann Beaumont, Judson Richard Harry Burkle, Daniel Stephen Bedoin, Wendy Leanne Burr, Teal Millage Carter, Nora Mansour Al-Musharraf, Cheryl Robin Chow, Caitlin Michelle Corder, Jessica Ashley Davies, Tara Ada Jean Inglesman, Caitlin Marie Fennell, Amanda M. Gavette, Shana Justine Hay, Daniel Nikolai Hansen, Maureen Jennifer Holt, Stephanie Ann Howdeshell, Cameron Hammond Johnson, Joshua Robert Cady, Janet Evelyn Kelly, Anita Grace Keppinger, Kyle Lavender, Terry McEdwards, Diana Marie McElligott, Trevor Allen Moore, Lauren Jo Nixon, Leslie A. Oaks, Rogelio Luis Ochoa, Lois Lee Patterson, Ellen F. Powers, Tyson Russell Pratt, Lisa Marie Richard, Gina Squires, Aubrey Denise Stinger, Christy Renee Swan, Debbie L. Williams, Teresa Ryan Wilson, Robert Lloyd Wood, receiving the Master of Science in Rehabilitation Counseling, Sammy Newton Agro, Thomas W. Dooley, Jordan D. Huffendick, Stephen P.V. Jantz, Teresa A. Collins, Brett C. Manfred, Destry Lynn Rudolph, Floyd Anthony Smouse, receiving the Master of Arts in Criminal Justice, Larry E. Raff, Antonia Alejandra Rojas, Aaron Welch, Malia Wendell Smith, receiving the Master of Science in Management and Information Systems, Shamin Akhtar, Frank Lister, Elena M. March, Anthony Raymond Natera, Alexandria Ann Powell, Wong Hung, John Chen, Ju Kai Ming. Receiving the Master of Arts in History, Gregory J. Kaleolani Garcia, Jr. Daniel Ryan Sprinkle. At 1:28 p.m.
Ladies and gentlemen, again I present our university graduates of 2014. Graduates, congratulations. We will follow you. We will follow you with pride. You have demonstrated that you have exceptional qualities and abilities. Great things are in store for you. And we at Western Oregon are pleased to be your partners. Although you may be leaving us as students, we welcome you as new and permanent members of our alumni. Please keep in contact with us and let us know of ways we can ensure the strength and usefulness of your alma mater. As we conclude today's commencement ceremony, I would like to thank the Commencement Committee and faculty and staff marshals for their assistance. I also want to express the appreciation of the staff members of the Registrar's Office, Physical Plan, and Campus Public Safety, as well as other offices involved in coordinating the numerous logistics for today's events. Special thanks for the excellent work of our interpreters, Peter Flora, Audrey Laudenbach, Stacy Rainey, and Mike Rose. Again, thank you to those of you who have provided the excellent music we have enjoyed today. The platform party and the faculty will now form the recessional. Graduates, please remain seated until the marshals indicate that you should join the recessional. All others are asked to please remain seated until the recessional has completed. Graduates, so that we congratulate you individually and personally, we will gather in the Grove for a special reception in your honor immediately following these exercises. We invite all family members, friends, faculty, and staff, and guests to join us. On behalf of everyone at Western Oregon University, thank you for being a part of this year's commencement ceremony.